Are you ready?
And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
I love that guy. I love that guy. Big up, people. Big up. Welcome to LRFC. What's going on? What's going on? Sorry, I haven't come on in the last 2 days. Tired, guys. Absolutely knackered. Doing YouTube and working at the same time, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. So, yeah, we're the 1st of July, people. And we've heard, Liverpool are after a striker in July. So let's hope we get that player through the door. We're going to discuss, obviously, Isak. We're going to discuss Guehi and all around Liverpool. But isn't it funny watching Man City yesterday? Well, this morning. I think it's this morning, yeah. They become the biggest bottle drop in British football, or just European football. Let's just put it that way. European football. Yeah, it was great to see Man City getting beaten by a Saudi Arabian team. It's crazy, isn't it, guys? Honestly, it is absolutely crazy seeing things like that. The first team that got beaten by a Saudi Arabian team in England. I think it's in England, isn't it? So, yeah, it's crazy. Like, when you see things like that, a league you criticize it, a league you're calling weak, and then that happens to you, it's embarrassing, man. Pep Guardiola ain't staying, guys. He ain't staying. The guy is lost. He's run out of ideas, man. And he brought in that other Pep idiot, the weasel, the snake. That's what I'll call him first, yeah. And the snake second. And it ain't working, man. In the beginning, everybody was saying Man City is winning and they're doing this and doing that, blah, blah, blah. But the competition ain't all that, man. I mean, when you're losing to the likes of El Halal and all these guys, come on, man. Let's just be honest there. Like, they're not back. Man City is not back. Liverpool have put them into a predicament like they can't get out of, and as our team is getting younger, their team is getting older. So, and you look at the defense, it's absolutely disgrace what you're watching. With that Kyle Walker, I said it many times, people. Like, I've been saying it for a long, long, long time on this channel and other channels. Man City, with that Kyle Walker covering those centre-backs, they're rubbish. Diaz, rubbish. Stones, rubbish. I'm telling you, even the Edison in goal doesn't even look like the Edison that we've seen in the past. Like, he's struggling, man. Yeah, man. He lost to a Saudi Arabian team. I thought Arsenal were bottle drops. This is even worse. This is even more embarrassing. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It is absolutely madness, man. And then you see the players at the end of the game on the floor. So they were serious about it. They did take it seriously. Oh, man. Oh, I love it. Love it, man. Damn. Yes, people, big up everyone. Anyway, big up to everybody that's on. I know I've been away for a couple of days. Big up to everybody that's on. Please hit the likes and subscribe as well and all that good stuff for me. We're 600 away from 3,000. I mean, my channel probably the slowest growing channel. It's okay. I'm not going to cry about it. The first 100 was the most difficult one when I first started. So it's one of those things, isn't it? I wish I could take it like to the next level and do it every day and sit here and wear diapers and all that stuff like other people do, but I can't, guys. It's hard to do that on a regular basis, especially when you got a life outside YouTube. But I try my best. But let me welcome everyone in the chat. Yeah, sorry guys, 2 days, man. I've been away from here, man. It's not like me recently anyway. Yeah, please like, share, subscribe, everybody. Appreciate that for me. We are family at the end of the day, like I say over there on the message. We are family, man. You know what I like about Liverpool fans at the moment, guys? Like, everybody is supporting each other on YouTube. I saw Uncle Roz and Cow the other day from Copish on his channel. I saw Uncle Roz on Ends' channel. Hussam, we go on his channel. Jamie is doing his thing. You know, the rest of the guys, look at Scott, Irishman as well. His channel is always active and it's getting bigger and bigger. I remember last time I was there, we was asking for 200, now it's gone to 300. You know what I mean? And you got his 12th man. Please shout out to 12th man as well. I don't want to talk about anything, but you know, just shout him out as well. He's doing pretty well in his one. And Frank Carlisle, he's almost at 1,000. So everybody's working together, man, and it's getting better and better. That's what I like about, you know, our community. I want Liverpool to be Liverpool again, which is, you know, we all back each other as we used to in the past. Like my generation, you never leave Liverpool fans that we're always together in everything we do. And Footy Reacts. So that kid from Footy Reacts is brilliant what he does. N90, there's another kid as well that's coming up. They're brilliant, man. They are brilliant. And Uncle Roz is basically getting this community together on his channel and promoting these kids, man. And I love it. I love it. I wish I had more time to do that myself, but it's difficult for me at the moment. But yeah, guys. Shout out to Nalante and JK as well. We spoke yesterday. They're good people, man. They're absolutely good people. They're my brothers. They're my brothers, isn't it? Listen, no matter what, we're all brothers here. That's what it's all about. Big up Jason, man. Big up my bro. Big up Fake Pundit. Big up CJ as well. I'll get your comments up as we go along. Obviously, we're going to talk about Alexander Isak and Guehi, and we'll see what other transfers. I'm going to talk about players who are currently at Liverpool, and if you want to like keep them or sell them, it's up to you guys in the chat with that one, because I think we have to get rid of players in order for other players to come in as well in the near future. We've got the three most important signings. It's what's after that we're going to have to talk about. Obviously, we need a striker. That's an important signing, no matter what. But, you know, outside that, you still need the squad depth. So we're going to look at the players that we could... sorry, I just got a message. Let me see who it is. That we could add on to the squad. Yeah, I'm having fun on Twitter as well. Igal is being Igal on there. He's criticizing, you know, us and all that stuff. But I keep coming back on him and you know, making fun of him. But it's quite good. It's quite good. Forget, you know, like, Igal is a funny guy. You know what I mean? He's Arsenal through and through. He wants his team to do the absolute best. You know, he wants to like rile up the rivals, make them angry and all that stuff. But you know, when you're at the top and you're looking down at everybody, yeah, you don't get upset. You just laugh at people, and that's what I like about us, the way we're behaving. We're not reacting to these people. We just have a funny joke on their comments, you know, underneath. And yeah, I'm having fun with the guy, man. I'm telling you guys, he's not responding to me. It's okay, brother. I mean, you're living the high life. It's okay. But you know, we're Liverpool Football Club, and our reaction is just banter. That's what it's all about. Yeah, big up Irishman. Let me just go in the chat. Let me see who else is there, man. Big up Uncle Roz, of course. Please go and subscribe to Uncle Roz. Hey, Ahil Khan, big up, brother. I hope I said your name right. I don't want to say it in a bad way. Mr. B is in the house. Badro is in the house. Spirit of LFC, of course, is in the house. Abdul Rohim is in the house. Danio. It's a Brazilian kind of way. Danio. Big up, Danio, man. Yeah. Just keep the chat coming in, guys, man. I will obviously read it out. So I want to go basically to Trey Nayoni. Of course, you guys know who he is. He's a youngster that come through the Leicester route, and he's a Liverpool fan. Who's, you know, come from the Leicester route to Liverpool a few seasons ago, and we've seen him in the first team, playing with the first team, and you can see the type of player he's going to be. He's like a number 10, and very intelligent youngster that can progress the ball forward, score goals, create goals, you know, and things like that. And I think in the future that, you know, everything's going to come together as well with him. So he signed a contract, obviously, a long-term contract recently. I think he became 19. And Liverpool straight away, you know, like put a long-term contract on him. I like him. I think he's going to be a fantastic player in the future. I think he's going to be one of those players that's going to come through the system and make it into the first team and have his kind of way in the first team as well. So just keep an eye on this kid, Trey Nayoni. He's very, very intelligent player. Very intelligent. I like what I see with him. I really like what I see with him. So we're going to move on to, obviously, Alexander Isak. This is what everybody wants to talk about, and then we'll talk about Guehi after that, guys. Do me a favor. Please like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. We're 600 away from 3K. I'd rather get to 10K, but it's okay. I mean, life is different to everybody else. But yeah. So Indy yesterday put this, apparently he's been getting things right from what I've heard. So exclusive, Alexander Isak Arnold, goodness me. I don't want to talk about that guy. Alexander Isak has told Newcastle that he wishes to play for Liverpool. Have told Isak, Newcastle have told Isak that any transfer will happen on their terms only, and they could reject any deal this summer. Details have come out that Newcastle United have serious interest in Harvey Elliott. So, Harvey Elliott, Isak. I'm going to come on to the Harvey Elliott bit, yeah? Let me just give you guys, these are the players I'm saying stay if you want them to stay or if you want them to go. Because then, you know, Harvey Elliott comes in that kind of area of, you know, players to stay or leave, if you know what I mean. And I watched Uncle Rod's channel the other day. Him and Carl was speaking about it. They both want him to stay. I said, if a player wants to go, I want him to stay. Don't get me wrong. You know, I mean, I don't think he's ever going to make it in the first team. It's just his built and the way he plays is the issue for me. He needs to find a way to become a first team player elsewhere to, you know, become a better player. Because, you know, at Liverpool, we've got Szoboszlai in his position, we've got Salah in his position, we've got, you know, Wirtz now in his position, we've got Curtis Jones in his position. So when there's too many players in the same place, it's difficult for kids like this to grow, if you know what I mean. So that's what worries me about him. And I don't think people look into that. Love the player, but, you know, what's after that? What is he like? Where are we gonna fit him in next season? He wants to be part of the World Cup team next year. How is he gonna be part of that World Cup team next year, and all that stuff? You know what I mean? So I don't think people look into this. I don't think, you know, people recognize, you know, the ambition of the player. Like you could want him to stay, but he wants to leave. You know what I mean? So you can't really force anything in that. That's what I've been trying to say. So if we can, let me just bring him up on there. Sorry about that, guys. It's a bit difficult for me to do this stuff. I got a lot of, you know, stuff on my computer. Luckily, I've got, you know, more than one screen, so I'm good with that. So let me bring him up on here. Not prepared well today, did I? I haven't prepared well at all. Which is weird. I'm always prepared. First time I've ever been prepared for a while. Yeah. So there's Harvey Elliott. The kid, to me, you know what I mean, he's got all the abilities in a player that can, you know, make it at the top level. But what you got to look at him as a player is he's been at Liverpool since he was 16. Now he's, I think, heading towards 23. I'm sure it's about 23 very soon. So if you look at his age, he's been here for a long time. So where from that 16 to 23, why hasn't he made the first team cut with two managers? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Obviously, you had injuries along the way and all that stuff, but the two managers haven't, you know, given him a place to shine on a regular basis. That's what I'm trying to say. So if the two managers have doubts with a player, is there a point keeping that player? No. That's number one. But as a fan base, we're sentimental in it. We love our players, we love Liverpool, we want him to stay, etc. and all that stuff. But what I say is, like, if the player has ambition to play on a regular basis and he can't get at Liverpool, he's going to obviously ask for a move. So if there's a chance of him going to Newcastle and Liverpool getting Isak, I'll take that all day long. Because, you know, you can get Isak in and Harvey Elliott going the other way, plus cash, of course. And then you could buy another player to, you know, nurture. Maybe a young player, 18, something like that. Midfielder that can play for Liverpool in the future, that has the attributes that we could, you know, mold into a Liverpool player. Because when I look at Harvey Elliott, he's struggling in the Liverpool system with Klopp and with obviously Arne Slot, because there's a lot of running involved, and he struggles to run up and down. That's why he only shines when he comes on as a sub. He never shines when he starts games. Go and look back in history. That's what I've been trying to tell people. And yeah, like, listen, if Isak comes the other way, and we send Harvey Elliott to let me go with the chat as well. To Newcastle, I'll take that all day long. I don't know why people wouldn't take that. Embarrassing team. Yeah, Man City is embarrassing, bro, 100%. And their manager is getting washed up. Yeah, listen, it's the same ideas every single time. It's the same ideas. Tiki-taki football. When you in life, this is what you do, fake pundit. You study teams, right? You analyze teams. Where's their strengths and weaknesses? And this is what teams have been doing against Man City all these years. He hasn't changed the formation that he plays. Obviously, he put out and out striker now, like he's got up front. But what is that out and out striker producing other than goals? Not much. This is why they're struggling. And they haven't replaced certain players, like I alluded to earlier. Kyle Walker, big presence at the back. Still haven't replaced him. They're still struggling to replace him. And he covered that centre-back position for years with his running ability and his energy. I'm telling you guys. Now, all the defenders are getting exposed because they're very slow. They don't know how to react, because all these years there's a guy with speed, a speed merchant has been covering them. Now he ain't there. Look at them. CJ says people saying Ronaldo was right because he said the Saudi league is difficult. The City fans claiming the European team are overrated and saying that the Saudis would rip the Prem apart. Well, if you look at the Saudi league, bro, CJ, they've taken a lot of players from Europe, the quality players at that as well. If you know what I mean. So they're always going to be, they're always going to improve, and that's what's happened to Man City. They just caught a team that's been improving in the last couple of years, underestimating them, and all of a sudden they get beat. You know what I mean? So one thing you got to like take away from football teams, especially teams that think they're better than everybody else, is they think they could turn up to games and beat teams easily. And now look what's happened to Man City. They got beat. I mean, they got beat. So that's something we need to work on as well, because in the past, the issues that we had, we used to like turn up to games and expect that we've already won the game before we even kicked off. We don't want to be going for that. Respect the opponents that you have. Make sure you study them, and then once you go into the game, you're ready to go and beat them. That's how you got to go on, bro. That's how you got to go on. So should Plymouth be in the Prem after beating us? Maybe so, bro. You know what I mean? Maybe so. That was a bit embarrassing, to be fair, mate. Like, how can you go in the FA Cup to a team that's in the bottom of the championship and got relegated, did it? And play like that? It was a weird one. As I was saying about Harvey Elliott, guys, I'll swap Isak and Harvey Elliott. 100%. I've got no doubt about that. I don't think there's a future for Harvey Elliott at Liverpool Football Club, but I don't think people want to hear that. That's because we're looking at we're looking at a point of view of he's a Liverpool fan, he loves Liverpool and all that stuff, but we're forgetting the player wants to go. He wants first team football, and Liverpool can't offer him that. I don't think he's better than Harvey Elliott. I don't think he's better than Soboslai. I don't think he's better than Florian Wirtz. I don't think he's better than Curtis Jones in regards to first team all round play. He might have certain qualities that's better than Curtis Jones, but if you look at Curtis Jones last season, he was part of the first team and doing pretty well in the first team. And then you got Salah on the right side. Is he better than Salah? No. So is he going to be the future Salah replacement? No. So you got to look at it from that point of view, guys. If you could, when the iron is hot, as Uncle Rod says, when the iron is hot, you got to take it, because you could get £50 million for him now, but in a couple of years down the line, you might not get that 50 million. That's what worries me as well. So you know what I mean, guys. Yeah, big up Alexander, bro. Big up Fozzy. We're outside St James Park. Newcastle will twitch soon. Yeah, they have to, bro. They have to. When the player wants that, there's nothing you can do, bro. There's nothing you can do. When the player says, the thing with Isak as well, bro, that you're not hearing anything from him saying he wants to stay at Newcastle. I mean, so you're not even hearing anything at all. Because if a player was interested in staying in a football club, he would come out and say, "No, I'm staying at Newcastle. I'm not leaving." And you don't even hear that from him. That's the thing I've been trying to tell people. When a player is silent, that means it's more likely he might want to leave the football club. So, yeah. Do I want to get him? If you look at outside, Harvey Elliott, would I get Isak for 130 million? They're saying 130 million is the maximum figure in order to complete the deal for Isak. But if you give them Harvey Elliott, it will come down probably to 80, something like that. So that's what I would do if I was Liverpool. Or Jota. You know what I mean? Jota is a player Newcastle want as well. That's another player that could go the other way. But 130 million for a striker, you're not even going to buy that for Mbappe. You know what I mean? You're not even going to pay that for other players like in the past. So, especially with Isak's injury record, it's very risky paying that much money. So the swap deal plus cash is the best way, in my opinion, to do a bit of business. I've conceded with Isak. You know what I mean? I'm an Alvarez guy, but if Alvarez is impossible, I'll take Isak all day long. I said he's my second choice to Alvarez. Imagine Isak in the Liverpool team, what we can do, what damage we can cause, if you know what I mean, guys. So I'm looking at it from that point of view, and we can, it's not like, it's not like dominating Premier League football. It's dominating world football. Isak as a striker for Liverpool, it can damage a lot of teams. You know what I mean? I'll rate Isak higher than Haaland. I've always said that as well. Because if you look at the player overall, there's more to Isak's game overall than Haaland's game, if you know what I mean. So imagine that in your team. So let me show you the graphic with Isak in the team. Yeah, let me show you this. He's not in it at the moment, but I'll show you. So you look at, obviously, Gravenberch, Van Dijk, Konate. These are different players. So if we got, obviously, the players we bought, Guehi is there. That's going to be another one as well, probably coming through the door. So let me take out Robertson. Let me take out Bradley. Let me take out Szoboszlai. Let me take out Diaz. Because I think Gakpo is more likely to stay than Diaz. So you got Kerkez in the left back position. Frimpong on the right back, in the right back position. You got McAllister there. Double pivot. You know what I mean? With Gravenberch. So what's the number 9s I put in here? Isak up there. And then you got Florian Wirtz right behind. Look at that. Look at that, people. Like, that's a sick team, What I've been trying to tell people, like, if you look at these players there, there's problems from everywhere. Remember what opposition team do. They prepare for certain players of a team, right? That's why we struggle in certain games of the season. When they start marking Salah, putting 2 or 3 players around him, and it's impossible for him to get out of it, if you know what I mean? And they stop McAllister coming forward or something like that. But when you got problems from every direction, you'd be confused on the pitch. You don't know what to do. You got the fullbacks going up. Sorry, I don't know what line that is. Let me take that. You got the fullbacks, obviously, from the right side, from the left side coming up. I mean, Salah is going to be inverted probably, or going outside at times. It's going to be a sick team, guys. This is why every stream you see on YouTube and in other social medias, teams are scared. So Salah can come here, he could come here, he could come there. When the fullbacks come forward, Gakpo can come inside, and then you got obviously Kerkez on the other side as well. It's a frightening team. We don't even need to worry about our opponents in regards to always defending or anything like that, or losing the ball, because we're gonna become more of a possession based team. And you got all these runs from the middle. You got Wirtz passing the ball to Salah, passing the ball to Isak if he comes in, to Gakpo. You've got all that direction. Look at the arrows, like what you can do. McAllister can pass they'll do his long balls, to Salah, to Frimpong in the wing. short passes towards Kirkers, through balls to, like, look at the, it's crazy. And you got Van Dijk with his kind of footballing ability, long balls everywhere. He'll be loving it. Like, come on, this is when we have the ball, we could do so much damage on, onto other teams. And people haven't looked in that, they haven't grasped on that. And not only that, if you look at, Arne Slot, he didn't have a proper preseason last season. This time he's buying players early to have a preseason with them, so he could discuss maybe 4 or 5 tactics with them that can change games, which are difficult. I don't think everybody's looking into this. Oh man, I'm loving it. Honest to God, I am loving this, man, because I am not afraid of any team next season if this happens. If we get Isak in, and obviously he's got these players behind him that can do so much damage, man. And then you got Sobos, like, in the team, and you got other players that could contribute during the season. It's sickening, man. Absolutely sickening. It's not domination of the Premier League. It's going to be domination in Europe and above that, like world stage. Oh man, I just hope we get Isak, guys. Like, if we can't get Alvarez, I said Isak all day long for me. And it's just these injuries people are, worried about. So yeah, let me just go on to other chats over here. It's about Isak again. People, do me a favor, please like and subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. If you're passing through, just hit the like button for me. It's not, it's not a major thing. I don't force you to come over here, stay, and all that stuff. Just hit the like for me. Uncle Ross, big up my brother. Man City is embarrassing. LOL. Oh, they are, bro. They are. Do you personally think Isak is coming? Do I personally think he's coming? It depends on the player, innit? I haven't heard anything from him saying he wants to stay. You know what I mean? So I'm more optimistic the player might be coming to Liverpool, because all it takes, is the player saying, I want to leave. That's all it takes. That's all he needs to do, saying, I want to leave. I want to go to Liverpool. That's all he needs to say. I'm not trying to unsettle players from other teams, but it's down to the player himself. So I didn't hear him say he wants to stay at Newcastle. All I'm hearing is he's rejecting the contract and all that stuff at Newcastle. So if he's doing things like that, he might have an ambition elsewhere. You look at him as well, Ehil. He's 25, heading towards 26 very soon. Yeah, he's at that age that he needs to play first. He needs to play for a team that's going to win titles. If I was him, this is what I'll do. If I was Isak, yeah, guys, I'll sit with Newcastle. I'll talk to Newcastle. I'll ask them the simple questions. I'm 26 very, very soon. At this age, I'm almost at the prime of my career in football. I want to win Premier League titles. I want to win Champions League titles. Can you offer me that? And Newcastle's response will probably be no. So that's his decision now to make, to say, there's a team chasing me here that's won the Premier League in the last 5 years, won the Champions League as well, and they are building up to win them two again this coming season. I want to join them. Simple as that. That's it. That will show the ambition of a player. If a player just stays where they're paying him money, then you dodge a bullet. You don't need to worry about that player. Just go elsewhere. Go for another player that's that's gonna benefit our football club. So it's his choice. I want to see how he reacts to this. Is he money, or is he ambition? Is it ambition? Sorry, because I've always said money is always going to be available later in your career once you accomplish what you need to accomplish as a player, which is trophies and your history in football. I mean, because at the end of the day, when footballers play, they want to make a name for themselves. They want to be remembered, right? That's mainly winning big trophies. Then you'll be remembered, right? If you're going to be, not winning trophies at all, what are you going to be remembered for? Like goals of the month, like Matt Letizia? Is that all going to remember you for? Come on, man. So it's up to him. I want to see his reaction as a footballer. I want to see what direction he wants to take as a footballer. Then, it will show me if he's, a Liverpool player or not. But I personally think he is coming, man. I think that. I honestly think that because, like I said, I already said to you what he needs, what we need to find out from him. Is he interested, to becoming a great player? Is he interested in being ambitious as well at the same time? That's what I want to see from him. It shows the character of the player. I mean, it's not like you're trying to move a player out of a football club. He's at that age now. He should be winning trophies, in my opinion. Just do you, bro, 100%. Nah, that's what I do, bro. I mean, I'll try my best. My brother. Thank you, Fake Bonded, bro. Big up, Foz. Big up, LA. Hope everything's all right with you and family, bro. Spirit of LFC fan says, hey, Foz, chat, how are you? Like, comment, share, subscribe. You never walk alone. Big up, Spirit of LFC fans. Badro says, Fozzy, you and LFC fans, stop talking about Isak. It's a waste of time. Fabricio said, when Nunes leaves, they will go for Ekitike. Ekitike, 80 million? No, bro. It's too much money for a youngster that's not proven in the big leagues. If you know what I mean. We've tried that with Darwin Nunes, and look at the result. We can't take risks like that, paying large amount of money for a youngster that's not proven in the big stage. We've taken that risk. It didn't work. Now we need to get the finished article, which is a player that can, score goals in the Premier League as well as, Champions League. So I'm not giving up on Isak. Ekitike, good player, but 80 million Frankfurt wants him for, it ain't gonna happen, bro. It's too much money. After all the talk, LFC ambition, then go for project striker. I will be fuming. I don't think they're gonna go for Ekitike, bro. I think it's bullshit, that one. I honestly think that. I don't think they're gonna go for him. Hi, Fozzy chat. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Like, comment, share, subscribe from Abdul Rahim. Big up Daniel. I'm convinced. What are we doing here for? Of course, Isak is coming. It's just a matter of time, which Newcastle don't have no worries, no problem. With Newcastle, guys, like, you got to think about it from their point of view as well. The PSR rules, they need to sell in order for them to get players in. They could have all the money in the world, but if you don't follow, obviously, the PSR, then there's no point, if you know what I mean. So they have to sell the likes of Isak and Gordon, players like that, to get money in to have a squad depth for the Champions League. Because if you look at them last season, what was the issue? So the season before last, what was the issue in the Champions League? They just didn't have the depth. They started well, but as the time went on with the Premier League, the Cups and the Champions League, they fell apart after that. So this time they got to be smarter than that. That's why they're looking at strikers like, João Pedro, who went to Chelsea now. There must be something happening if they're trying to get a striker in. Because I can't believe, like, João Pedro, if they bought him, he was going to be on the bench. He had to start games. Yeah, but I honestly think, like, we're gonna go in for him. Igal is deluded, though. Yaki. Igal plays a good game, bro. He plays a good game. That's all I could say about Igal. I'm not here to criticize my brother. He's an Arsenal fan, he's never seen success at Arsenal. I can't remember him ever talking about, the Thierry Henry days. I don't know if he supported them back then, but he's just the guy who wants his, the best for his club, and he thinks Arteta is the best for his club when we all think he's not. I mean, it is what it is. Simicast, Kwanzaa, Gomez, Morton, Reece Williams, Calvin Ramsey, Doak, Bersatic, Chiesa, Nunes, Jota. Freaking, that's the whole squad. Like, have we got anyone left? Oh my God. I think Kwanzaa's gone. Gomez, I think, is staying. Morton could be going. Reece Williams has to go. Ramsey has to go. Doak might be a swap deal with Crystal Palace, because with the Guehi thing, which I will talk about, they want Doak, and then they could give us Guehi, and that's a good deal, isn't it? Probably $1 million or $2 million just on top of that. That's what we could do. Chiesa is definitely leaving, bro. I don't think he'll be staying next season. I want him to stay, but I don't think the manager fancies him that much. No pun intended. Bersatic is injured. I don't know if he's going to recover in time for preseason. So he's staying definitely. Nunes has to go, bro. We need to get rid of Nunes. I don't want him at our football club anymore. Gone. Jota, I can't take this anymore, guys. I'm experiencing Daniel Agger, Daniel Sturridge, Patrick Berger experiences, Jamie Redknapp experiences again. I don't want to go through this anymore, guys. We need to stop this. Let the player go. He's not contributing much anymore. He doesn't even contribute goals anymore. He plays as a striker, doesn't even do anything. So just let Jota go, man. Diaz, I've turned around from Diaz because I was always comparing him to Mane. Last season, the way he played as a striker and as a left winger, I love for him to stay. Just give him the money, man. Just give the guy the money. Elliot, I've already talked about Elliot. It's not what we want, it's what the players want. So I think the player wants to leave and get first team football in a consistent basis. Is he going to get that at Liverpool? Hell no. But if he's willing like to stay at Liverpool and, you know, take the games that he normally takes, I don't mind that either. So, but I think he's going to be gone. Is there anyone else? I think I've covered those ones. Badro says this slot manager and Hughes don't understand that this is Liverpool, not Feyenoord or Bournemouth. I think Igal is right. Liverpool, not serious. Isaac is a dream. Reality is hard. Badro, I don't know what you want me to say, bro. Like, you look at the players that we signed. If that's not convincing you, they're really interested in top quality players. I don't know what you want, bro. Like, you can't just buy world-class players all the time. It doesn't work like that. Football does not work like that. Look at PSG. I keep going back to PSG. They had Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, and still couldn't do anything. They didn't. They were doing the same thing. You know what they did in previous season, which is just win the French league. That is it. They couldn't win Europe. They couldn't, win the major trophies outside, France. So you just gotta be careful how you go on. We're reducing the age of the squad, which means in the next 5 to 6 years is total dominance, bro. I don't know what more you need. I don't know what world-class players we can get that which will make you happy. Because every time I see you, you're complaining about the lack of quality we're buying. I think Verts is quality. I think Kirkes is quality. I think Frimpong is quality. And I think Isak is quality if we get him. So I don't understand like where we're going with this, bro. I've even said it. I just said it to you just now. I think Isak is a better player than Haaland. Not a better goal scorer, but better player overall. You know what I mean? I just don't understand, bro. I really, really don't understand. The manager is doing what he can. The head coach, sorry. And reducing the age, bringing quality on top of quality is an improvement, bro. I don't know what more I can say. Like, we need to wake up to this. We're improving the squad from last season, what were they last season? Premier League champions. Almost, if we beat PSG, we could have probably won the Champions League as well. So now you're adding quality on top of those quality players that won you the Premier League. Can you imagine what you can do in the Premier League and the Champions League next season? Come on, bro. Like, let's be realistic here. All this, world beaters, Ballon d'Or beat, whatever it is, it's not always the way, man. You can't tell Messi to defend. You can't tell the likes of Mbappe to get back and defend because they themselves as players don't see themselves that way. You need players that's going to connect as one and work hard together on the pitch. That's what you need, bro. This is why, I'm happy of what we're getting. Verts is a hard worker. Kirkes is a hard worker. Frimpong is a hard worker. You know what I mean? These are players that will add more to our current team, like Soboslai runs up and down, McAllister runs up and down, Gravenberch runs up and down, Diaz on the left side, Gakpo, Salah. They all do their fair share of work. It's not always about being a superstar. It's the team as a whole that wins you titles, not just one player on his own. One player can disrupt the whole team, bro, because of his arrogance, and he's getting paid more than everybody else. What I like about our football club, Van Dijk has earned the right to earn the money he's getting. Salah has earned the right with the money he's getting as well. They stayed at our football club with low wages, building up to higher wages. And now look at them. 2-time Premier League winners, World Cup champions, Super Cup winners, FA Cup, League Cup, whatever trophy you could talk about, apart from obviously the Europa League, they've won it. And the Conference League, of course. So we've got to be careful here, bro. Like, I don't want my squad to be disrupted by negativity all the time. I love you, mate. You're a great guy. Obviously, with your comments, you always challenge me and all that stuff. But I don't know what players you want. I really don't understand. Like, Am I living in cuckoo land or something like that? I'm happy, man. I'm a Premier League champion for the second time. Nobody's telling me you've won the same championship as Leicester and Blackburn now. We're one away from Arsenal in the Premier League terms. We're one away from being the greatest team in English football again. So let's go, man. Let's support the guys, bro. Forget this negativity. I come in here smiling. I'm no longer that Fozzie that comes over here, talks about FSG every single time and criticizes them every time. Okay, you've bought the right players this time. What are you going to do next? Where are we going next season? Where are we going the season after? Are we still going to invest in players to get better in the next few seasons? That's how I see it. I'm not going to be sitting here celebrating, oh, yes, FSG they're the best owners in the world and all this stuff. You got to earn my trust again. I want to see your intentions for my football club. Are we going to be champions next season? Are we going to be champions again the season after that with the Champions League on top of that? That's what I want to see, man. My preference next season, the most important one in my preference next season is to get the Premier League again, because it makes us 21, which means Man United can't even speak anymore. Silence at Old Trafford. You could go and talk to the rats over there. That's all you can do. Or the snakes. Yeah. So as you can see, guys, there's another thing over here. From Di Marzio, I hope I got that right. From Anything Liverpool, it says with ace odds about LFC breaking, I think LFC wants Isak and Osman too. For Isak, it depends on Newcastle. The player talk to the coach and the club at the end of the season. He would like to leave Newcastle, but the club isn't open to that. So if the player is going to say things like this, they can't stop him. It's over. It just depends on Liverpool if they start pushing forward with that. Listen, we need to be serious in this situation because we do need a striker, guys. I ain't going into another season with Darwin Núñez as our striker. I'm sorry, I'm not sitting here, Darwin Núñez, hooray. Nah, mate. Nah. I mean, cash in on him. Go and get another player, man. Get Isak through the door. I love Darwin Núñez, man. I'm done with that bullshit. Let me just go in here. What you saying, AR? We need Marc Guehi and Alexander Isak. 100%, bro. You get those two through the door. To me, the transfer window is more or less done for me. Obviously, we still need squad depth, but for me, like in the major signing terms, nobody can speak to us, bro. Nobody can speak to Liverpool. Hell no, man. Hell no. So you guys were talking about Ekatike and Osman in it. So let me just bring this up for you. As you can see here from David O'Seal Cop. Because Liverpool are currently focusing on the 3 concrete options in their search for a new number 9. Hugo Ekatike, Alexander Isak, Victor Osimhen. If you ask me for like Ekatike and Osimhen, I prefer Osimhen. Because Osimhen is a proven striker. Osimhen has scored wherever he's been. And he's consistent with that stuff as well. So if you ask me between the two, I say Osimhen. I love Ekatike, but that's a project work, as Pedro said earlier. We don't want no projects. We want players that can come in and do the business straight away. And I think Osimhen is about 26 years old, heading towards 27. So he's at that age in the prime of his powers now. And then he goes to the peak of his powers, and the rest is, history, whatever it is. But this is what I'm trying to say, guys. Like, we've got to have a serious striker next season that could put the ball in the back of the net. Not hope he could put the ball in the back of the net. I don't want to live in hope anymore. We're at the top. We're the elite team now. So let's start acting like the elite team. Liverpool contacted through checks and gathered the information of all of them. Ekatike, for example, is very high on the list. If you want to know what Ekatike is all about, what kind of player does he remind me of? Henry. That's what it is. He's an Henry type of player. He's French as well. But the doubt I've got against him is young. And 80 million is too much for an unproven player. That's the doubt with me. So, yeah. For example, he's high on the list. The French striker knows that if he moves to Liverpool, he will need to be patient because of the because of the club must sell players first. Yeah. Listen, we've got to sell a lot of players because you don't want the squad to be overstacked with players that's never going to play for Liverpool. So you got to like get rid of a lot of players at the same time as well. But like I said, if you look at Ekatike and Victor Osimhen, I take Victor Osimhen because he's ready made already and he's ready to go. That's the difference between the two. But Isak is the one we need to get as soon as possible, man. I just want the player to say, I want to leave Newcastle. Once he says that, let's go. Bob's your uncle, mate. We've got the money. We take it. We take the player, and then we got the power. You know what I mean? We got the power after that. Big up LFC for life, bro. Sorry, Red for life. Red for life, I mean. Big up Red for life. 6 times 77. First time on the channel. You never walk alone. Big up, brother. Big up, big up, big up. Thank you. I hope you subscribed as well. Appreciate that, everybody. Anything else? Anything else while I still continue? Just get the comments through, guys, while I continue with this stuff I got on the screen for you. So, as I said about Alexander Isak, I think it's a must. It's just a matter of time. We're in July now. So we've heard in July, Liverpool will push forward to get Isak. So let's see what happens. All Liverpool have to do is put the money down. Put the money down, speak to the player. And the player can decide what he's going to do. Simple as that. Simple as that. So, yeah. Let me see if there's anything about Isak anymore. Sorry about that, guys. Appreciate everybody who's on the chat. So, if I could respond to anything on here. Yeah, big up Brian. There's an Irishman on there. Daniel says, I'm telling you, when we get Isak, I guarantee you, man like Igal and the rest will have nervous breakdown. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. Because I remember when Caicedo was linked to Liverpool and we was about to buy him, the whole of YouTube and the whole of social media had a meltdown like no other. They thought if we get him, football is over. And I could see the similarities with Isak as well. 100% agree with you. We'll be nervous breakdown. We'll get nervous breakdown, of course. And the hate is real. We'll go into meltdown. Trust me. Yeah. 100%, brother. 100%, Dan. I've got no doubt about that, bro. Because, it's the final, final bits of the team, innit? We've got the most important bits, which is midfield and defense. Fullbacks needed change. We've got the fullbacks. A creative player was needed. We've got a creative player. Now we need a striker. Once we get that through the door, we get a centre back as well with Guehi. It's over, bro. It's over. Yes, LFC fans are dreaming, which Fabrizio said is Ekatike the target. Fabrizio can say whatever he wants, bro. He can say whatever he wants. He's selling, isn't he? So yeah, he'll give you any information if you know what I mean. I hope I'll clear it up with the Isak thing, guys. I don't want to keep continuing with Isak because you already know how I feel about him. So I want to go to Guehi now, the centre back that Liverpool are after, and you guys know about as well. Obviously, we've got an issue with Konate. Konate is an issue because he's not signing a contract, and Liverpool financially are not supporting what he wants. So what they want to do is get someone in that's experienced and in a certain way, and a leader. This is why Guehi is now on top of their list. But as I discussed earlier, imagine Doak going the other way and Guehi coming the other way, plus a couple of million on top of that. That's a best deal you can have. That means you haven't spent no money. That means you got the player that you want. I mean, there you go. So Guehi is now the top of the list for Liverpool. This is from anything, of course, Liverpool. Advanced talks are taking place between Liverpool and the 24-year-old centre-back, with Liverpool trying to close the deal. England international remains under contract with Crystal Palace until 2026. So he's only got 1 year left in his contract. So if a player is not going to sign a contract, and the only option that you got is selling him the summer he's in contract, so which is this summer. So what Liverpool now have to do is put a package in place and just get the player through the door. Like I said, if you include Doak on top of that, you're laughing, man. You've got the player and everything you want. Because I don't think Doak has a future at Liverpool Football Club. Is he the future replacement for Salah? No. Is he going to be part of Arne Slot's future? No. So he's a good little player, but He's not the type of first team at Liverpool that we need. Let me just put it that way, if you know what I mean. So there we are. Think Brian and Phil Drashman. Let's see. I'm just going through the comments. Sell Elliott. He doesn't want to stay no more, bro. So just gotta let him go. Yes, use your Naoni Rio dance next season for preseason. Yeah, I want to see them. I want to see more of them, Abdul. I want to see more of them. Elliot, 100 million for Isak is great for all parties. Oh, you're spot on, brother. You are spot on. That means you don't have to get, spending more money. You just get it done. Big up, John Conway, brother. Big up, man. Yeah, people, I could say the comments are not as much as before. So please hit the comments and like for me as well. So as you can see right there with Guehi, listen, Liverpool are heavily interested in him. And in every news outlet is pretty much the same. So let me go to this one as well, which is the LFC transfer room. They're great friends of mine. Please go and follow them on Twitter. It's the same as well. See, as it says there, Marc Guehi has emerged as Liverpool top of target. Advanced negotiations are currently underway between the 24-year-old centre back to seal the deal. Same thing as the last one as well. There you go. So Liverpool are trying to get Guehi 100%, and they are in a great position to get him as well, considering he's in his last year of his contract. So, guys, like imagine like Van Dijk, Guehi, and Konate, and you got Gomez not even going. I don't think he wants to go anymore. All these guys in the same team next season, we'll be laughing. I mean, just get Gomez fit. Get him fit, man. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do, man. Get Gomez fit, man, and I think you'll be fine. Because I remember the season before last season, he was fully fit and he was playing as a left back. We wasn't talking about a lot of injuries with Gomez. But the thing, I know like what people say, but you want Jota to go and the other injury players to go. But why do you want to keep Gomez? Gomez can play it right across the back line, and he doesn't really drop form either, if you know what I mean. He's always playing in a high level, no matter where he plays, as a right back, left back, or a centre back. So if we still got him at the club and get Guehi in and still have Konate and Van Dijk there, we'd be laughing, man. We'd be absolutely laughing at everybody else. So that's what I want to see at Liverpool next season. So yeah, more and more stuff about Guehi everywhere. Liverpool are actually talking to them, because everywhere I look is about Guehi going to Liverpool. So this is let me just go to the comments. Sorry about that, guys. Where was I? I think John Conway. Appreciate everybody in the comments, man. Thank you. I hope I cleared up a lot of stuff about Isak and Guehi as well. I don't want to keep going back to the same stuff, so just want to clear it up. Dan says, let's lower all the statements and brutally honest. Harvey don't fit into slot plans. It's that simple. Sell him, reinvest the money, and replenish the squad. Yeah, 100%, bro. I agree with you, man. In regards to if the player doesn't want to stay at Liverpool and he doesn't fit the system at Liverpool, and the manager doesn't want him at Liverpool, what's the point of keeping him? There's no point. I mean, you need players in that's gonna be consistently playing in the first team, and can back up the first team players. And I don't think Arne Slot sees him as that, man. I don't think Harvey sees himself at Liverpool either, in a way, the way he's been speaking. If you know what I mean. So there he is there. He says, this is from David Ornstein. He says, Liverpool set Harvey Elliott asking price as invest builds in the... Obviously, what he's trying to say, of course, because the under 21s Euros, he's won it, and he was the player of the tournament, I believe. He scored about 5 goals along the way as well. The asking price is going to be about 40 million with buyback, or 50 million plus with that. The 22-year-old forward eyeing a regular football elite, potentially UCL level, so may look to go abroad. So if he goes abroad, I rate him for that, because you're willing to go outside your comfort zone to become a better player. But yeah, 50 million to 40 million for a 22-year-old, especially, who was the best player at the Euros, under 21s, is a fair asking price in my opinion as well. Like when you're champions, guys, it's easy to sell players for a lot of money. Do you remember the last time we was champions? We was getting rid of like Rian Brewster and Dominic Solanke for crazy amount of money that they wasn't worth at the time. You know what I mean? So it can happen. It can happen. What do you think about these Liverpool academy players like Scalone? I watched Scalone a few times as a fullback. I think he's all right. I think he's all right, bro. I don't think he's gonna be a long-term Liverpool player. Let me just put it that way. Mbwambia, I don't know who that is. Nalo, Owen Beck, I know who Owen Beck is. Chambers, and of course, I've seen him play for Liverpool. Owen Beck, I think he's got a long-term plan at Liverpool Football Club. I don't think they're going to get rid of him anytime soon. Chambers, maybe. McConnell, I think the manager likes him. So if Harvey leaves, I think McConnell comes in his position, from what I know. Kumas, I think they might get rid of him. Gordon, I think they might get rid of him. Norris, I have no idea about. I don't watch the youth team like I used to. When I used to watch the youth team back in the day, it was Jordan Ibe and all these guys in the team, and Sinclair and all that stuff. That's when I used to go and watch the actual youth in London, all around London and that. But nowadays, I don't really watch them that much. Only if they come into the first team or in preseason. I watched some of them in preseason in the USA when I was there last year. It was pretty impressive watching them, obviously, and all that stuff. But you can see, like, when you watch players, you can see they don't have a long-term career at Liverpool. So I think what Liverpool are trying to do is the Chelsea and Man City motto, which is, build youngsters at the AXA training ground, as much as you can, improve them as players and sell them on. It'll be very rare for Liverpool players to come through the youth, from what I can see. So I don't think a lot of those players, apart from Owen Beck, McConnell, I don't think the rest will be at Liverpool, in the long-term future, which is, they're going to be staying at Liverpool and having a future. I don't see that. Do me a favor, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff. We will sign Isak. I am certain. LA says, you're sure? That's good, bro. That is very good. Use swap deal with the cash Bendok and with Marc Guehi, 20 million. Use Harvey Elliott swap deal, 100 million. You got to be smart in these transfer windows, bro. You got to be smart. Like, look at the way you guys are going on about it. Everybody's worried about the 30 million extra on the 100 million for Isak. But if you put a player in exchange on top of that, then it reduces the money. And, you'll be laughing. That's the difference. I like that. I mean, Guehi and Doak, because Crystal Palace were always interested in Ben Doak before anyway. So just put that in the damn transfer. We need defensive central midfielder to reinforce the midfield position. I don't think it's essential, considering what Gravenberch has done last season to get under the DM right now. I honestly think we could avoid that this season, because you know me, I'm the biggest advocate for a DM. I've been saying it for the last few years. Let's just be honest there. But when I saw Gravenberch and the way that McAllister can play there, and you got, if Endo stays, you got all those players still around the area. It's not essential. That can be the marquee signing to next season, if you know what I mean. So we've done a few marquee signings this season. Next season could be the most important bit in the team, which is the DM position. And we'll go look for the best one available, something like that. Because, it's good to have a marquee signing, every season, if you could do that. Because you're going to need transfers in every season, especially when the manager is there again and again and again and again. Last season, he didn't sign any players because he said he's all right with the players that he has now. And then, the rest is his history. He was right about it. He's won the league in his first season by a canter as well. So now, every season, we could do something like that. Marquee signings, swapping players or something like that. Because I'm not all about a DM this season. I'm more about a centre-back and a striker. If we could get those 2 in this season, I think we'd be all right. We'd be all right. We'd be all right. Fozzy, I want Isak, but I am not. I don't trust this club. Of course, we'll sign him. I'm happy with Verts and Kirkes, but we need player like Isak. I don't want Ekatike. Badro, you was here. I think we was discussing Verts and these other players. Everybody was worried, and I said, let's just wait and see. It looks like the ownership is serious this season, bro. I think they've had their time of avoiding signings and not challenging down the years. And as I said many times in this stream, I said, us winning the league this season with the crowd and the celebrations and everything else around it has woken up these owners, guys. I swear to you. They didn't think the club was this big. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to prove to people, especially Americans, let's just put it that way, how big your football club is. It was 1.5 million in the parade, and still people didn't even turn up. There's like a lot of people still didn't turn up. So imagine you get 21 next season plus Champions League. Do you think it's going to be 1.5 million? There's going to be probably over 2 million. So they are finally understanding what Liverpool Football Club is all about. They are finally understanding what myself, Uncle Rods, Husam, those YouTubers that Kopish, that have been questioning them for years, have been saying. You need to know what Liverpool Football Club is all about, mate. You need to know how big this football club is. We sit in a table of elite tables with like Bayern Munich, AC Milan, and Real Madrid. Man United can't even say that. Man United are sitting with, Nottingham Forest and Aston Villas and that. You know what I mean? That's the table they're sitting in at the back, in the kitchen. I mean, there's servers, there's teams that serve us, but they're not even part of that. We're sitting at the table, the main table. I mean, come on, man. Like, we've got to be serious about our football club. They finally realized, these owners. They've woken up. I mean, and now they all of a sudden, when you see stuff like that, you sign players. I mean, it's not by coincidence, man. They've finally woken up. The nail has hit the head finally. So, yeah. Now we're spending. We are spending. Have hope, Mr. B. Have hope, brother. Big up Zero, bro. Keep Doak, Elliot. If Isak is no go, I don't know. Gutierrez, that's how you say his name, for the win and for the laughs at the scum. Gutierrez, I think that's how you say his name. Gutierrez. I'm not a fan of his. I mean, I don't want to go to Portuguese football again and buy another player from Portuguese football like Lazar Markovic and Darwin Núñez, and expect them to do stuff that they do in that league and in this league. I mean, it's good to get at, the rival fans buying that player, but I don't think he'll be as good as what he does at Portugal, bro. I honestly don't think so. I think Portuguese league, the quality of goalkeepers, defending, all that stuff, is not as good as the Premier League. That's why when they come over here, they get exposed, if you know what I mean, and they're not very good at it. So very rare. It's very rare a player that comes from Portugal, that's what he does in Portugal in the Premier League. Remember Postiga, the Tottenham player? He was brilliant for Portugal. He was brilliant in his league. Then he came to the Premier League. What happened? Same as the rest. Yeah. Ronaldo's a different breed, man. It's a different breed. I can't wait to see Rio get minutes. He's so quick with his feet, bro. This kid is amazing. I watched him a few times. I am very, very impressed with what I see with him. He's raw. He's like a Ronaldo in the early years when he, the quickness on the ball, dribbling, all that stuff. But once he gets the comfort zone and, finesse and everything in his game, he'll be frightening, man. I just hope he develops some way, somehow. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping for. Big up, Ray. I don't know what to say to that, Ray. I don't know what to say. Newcastle should sign James Stafford and 40 million deal. I don't know who that player is, bro. I have no idea. Big up, Ray, though. I wish I could do Newcastle stuff, but I'm not. I'm not in that channel. I will be on UFT one day, but I have to pick this one up first. Then I'll go to UFT and talk about other teams when I start watching other teams at the same time as well. So yeah, just keep an eye on UFT, bro. And I could discuss Newcastle with you there. This is a Liverpool channel, bro. Liverpool through and through, my guy. And big up Scottish Bear. I hope you're a good brother. Like up people. Appreciate that. I don't even know what the likes are today, so I haven't even looked. I was just chatting away for an hour with you guys, having a little debate, saying 33 likes. Are you winding me up? Nah, man, I ain't having that, man. I ain't having that. I'll call the police on all of you, man. I'll call the police on all of you. I mean, there you go. One more extra. How dare you give me only 33 likes, guys? I'm giving you great content here. I'm discussing all of your transfers, and then I get this? Come on, man. It's not good enough, man. I'm doing my bit. I'm joking, guys. You could like as much as you want. It's just all fun and games. I don't get upset. You know. I mean, it's Man City, guys. Man City, innit? Man City should be getting upset. Man City.
Perfect.
Where is it? Rest in peace, Man City. You're done out here, mate. People telling me, oh, Man City's doing well in the FIFA World Club Cup. They're doing this. They're doing their bits. They're back.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Get lost, Man City, man. You ain't back. You're finished, man. You are finished. Yeah, guys. So, yeah, let me just read out the comments before I go. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry. McConnell seems to be in favor with the Gaffer. That's what I said at Red for Life. He'll be in the squad to fill in. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, if Harvey Elliott leaves, McConnell is the one he trusts the most. And I like McConnell. What I like about McConnell here, guys, I don't think people look at the kid. He ain't afraid, you know. He just plays his football. He just does whatever he wants on the pitch. He's calm and composed, very energetic. What do you call it as well? Very aggressive as a youngster as well. I like McConnell, you know. I really like McConnell. And you can see by his demeanor, the way he runs, he just wants to play his game, man. There's no pressure on that kid. He's fantastic, man. Also, with of course, Troy signing a new long-term contract, we should be seeing a few more performances from him this season. Yeah, I see that as well, bro. I think Troy Noyoni is a kid that has a huge ceiling, as they say, bro. 100%. He's got places to go. I can't wait for that as well. Liverpool needs to be careful with selling players. You are starting 11, so your starting 11 don't win the league. Your strength of the squad does. Be careful, Liverpool. I think they learned that, bro, last season. If you think about last season, the issue that we had last season was we didn't have the depth. And the manager knows that. The head coach knows that. The coaching staff knows that, obviously, and the senior players know that. So we're adding quality. If you look at the first team last season, only Trent has left, but we still got the majority of the players still there. I mean, nobody's really left apart from Kwanzaa's having a medical at Leverkusen right now. So 2 players gone. The squad's still there from last season, and then you add on 3 on top of that, and potentially 4 and 5. So the squad is going to get better. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys. And at the same time, we still got to get rid of players. We can't keep players that's never going to play for Liverpool. It's wrong. It's wrong on them, and it's wrong for the football club as well. Because as I said earlier, guys, when you're champions, you can get big money for players, massive money for players, and we've got to take that opportunity. Because you know when we're not champions, we sell players for 5 million, man. Who sells players for 5 million in the modern day game, man? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. In a year's time, probably need a marquee signing to replace Salah. 100%. 2 years we've got, but if we get a youngster in who's similar to Salah and a youngster in who's similar to Van Dijk, they could learn under them in the 2 years. respectively. I think that's how you say it. Also, I want us to be in a position to raid our rivals. We once though went through. Also, I want us to be in a position to raid our rivals. We went through. Okay. I know what you mean, like Real Madrid, what they did to us, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, you could say. You look at this season, bro. Wirtz. Let me give you an example of Wirtz. Bayern Munich was in there already. Real Madrid, obviously, Alonso wanted him at the time, and Man City. They were ahead of us, them three, yeah? We've come out of nowhere and became number one. So we can, outclass our rivals into transfers. I wouldn't worry about that anymore. When you're at the top, every player wants to join you. Every player. Just win the league titles, the Champions Leagues, everybody will join you. That's how it is, bro. It's not always about the money. It's not always about, how much money you're going to earn. As I said, America is always going to be there at the end of your career. So is Saudi Arabia. So you can still go to those countries to earn $1 million a week or whatever it is they do over there. The crazy ass money they do. Yeah. Big up Zero, man. The Chelsea, Arsenal trying to poach our best Gerard, Torres, and Suarez. It is time for payback. Yes, I agree. Play the dirty game, innit? Play the dirty game on them, you know what I mean, brother? Play the dirty game. Yeah, big up everybody. Crystal Palace, by the way, Crystal Palace has 15 million euro bid for Diamande accepted. Except Guehi deal soon. Yep. Listen, you're not gonna get rid of Kwanzaa without anyone coming in the other way. It's completely stupid and retarded, if you ask me. So he has to come in through the other way. There has to be players coming in, bro. If we pick up Rodrigo, bro. If we get Guehi and one elite striker, team is complete, ready to go for every single trophy. I don't believe LFC needs more than that. We have quality and experienced players in the bench as well. There you go, bro. You read my mind, Rodrigo. You read my mind. We need to win the Premier League and the Champions League next season. I hope we do that, Abdul. We need the squad bear in the house to get them likes up. Yes, please, people, get the likes up. I can't believe I've got low likes. It doesn't make any sense. How can I get 37? I don't deserve 37. Come on, man. I'm giving you five-star performance here, man. And I'm wrecking the Igals and all them on Twitter at the same time. I'm making fun of them over there. I'm killing them, bro. Let me show you if you don't believe me. Your boy is backing you even in the other social medias. So let me go to Igals thing and show you what I've done to him. Where is it? There you go. This is a different one, actually. This is Man City. Even Man City, I'm killing Man City at the same time. So let me show you what I've done with Igal, guys. Yeah. My brother. That's my brother, man. So I'm not going to say bad things about him. So this is what Igal said. Let me show you. You're going to be laughing. There you go. That's Igal's thing. He said, I just heard Alexander Isak and Liverpool have reached an agreement that he is not leaving Newcastle. Starts laughing at us. This is me at the bottom of it. We are not your rivals, Igal. There's levels to this game. Move on, young bro. We have 10 times over. If you guys know what that means, 10 times over, which means 10 points clear of Arsenal in the Premier League, and we are got the cigar at the same time and our feet up. So, and look at that. There you go, people. 4,000 people viewed that. Still going. 52 likes, 4 retweets, comments on there. Arsenal fans are trying to criticize me on there as well. So there you go. I'm backing you guys off the screen as well. So back me, man. That's what I've been asking you. 37 likes. What is that all about, man? That's not good enough for you. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, guys, that's me for the day. Obviously, I talked about Guehi, Harvey Elliott, and Isak. Tomorrow, I want to do something along the lines of keep and sell. I mean, I'm gonna put some players on there, obviously in the Liverpool team, You want to keep them or sell them, and whatever breaking news, we'll share it with you as well. Smash the likes for me if you're watching this back. What do you do? What do you about preseason games? So what do you about the preseason games? The first 5 games. What do I think? I haven't looked at the games. I know there's the Atletico Bilbao game. I'm going to that one, by the way. So I'm gonna start going to games next season. I'll start with the preseason, then I'll go to. I don't know I think. Let me check the fixtures, bro, and I can share it with you. I haven't looked at the fixtures that much. You know, when you're champions, you don't really need to look at anything because, you know, you expect to beat everybody, isn't it? So the preseason, obviously, the first game is Preston. It's always Preston, isn't it? Then AC Milan, Yokohama. I think that's in Japan or something. And then we've got Atletico Bilbao in 2 games in 1 day. So I'm going to the 5 o'clock game. And there's an 8 o'clock game after that. Community Shield. I'll try to go to that one as well. So the first 5 games is Bournemouth at home, Newcastle away, Arsenal at home, Burnley away, and Everton at home. So if I look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's Everton's our 5th game. It's not bad. It could be worse. I mean, obviously we'll get Newcastle and Arsenal in the first few games. I ain't afraid of them. You know what I mean? Arsenal at home, we should beat. Newcastle away, we will beat, I think, as well. Bournemouth at home in the first game, we should beat. Everton at home, we should beat. Burnley away, we should beat. So I'm expecting us to get all the points in those games. Newcastle is a tricky one, though. Newcastle is the tricky one out of the lot. Yeah, first 5 games, I wouldn't ask for any better than that, to be fair, guys. You could say it in a way of you're facing big teams, you get them out of the way straight away. So you could concentrate on, you know, other teams after that. That's lower than them. But yeah, I'm all right with it, bro. I'm all right with it. I am okay with these fixtures. I dream about bringing in Cavaschellia. I don't know how to say his name, sorry, to replace Diaz in a year or 2. People laugh at that, but we are Liverpool. Never say never. I'm sad he went to PSG, bro. I would have brought the bank to get that player through the door. I mean, because he's such a Liverpool player, in my opinion. It's a shame we didn't get him. It's a shame, bro. Yeah, that's me done, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Just hit that like for me. And I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Sorry it took me so long to get back. I needed a couple of days off from this thing, man. It's the heat, and as well as, you know, work is too much, man. This heat. I'm sweating now. It's just sitting on this chair, man. I'm melting, people. I'm melting at the same time. But yeah, I'm done, guys. I'll see you soon. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching this back, go in the comments down below and, you know, say whatever you want, and I'll respond to it. Take care, everybody.